Hi, and welcome to the Northern Illinois kickoff presentation for our Walk to Defeat ALS taking place in Byron, Illinois on July 9th, 2023. My name is Kendra Albers, and I am the Vice President of Development for the ALS Association Greater Chicago chapter, and I am so happy to have you joining us in on this presentation. As I've mentioned, I'm with the ALS Association Greater Chicago chapter. We are a team that serves everything north of Interstate 74 in the state of Illinois, and then a little bit of Northwest Indiana. Our physical address is located in Chicago, but we have staff kind of peppered throughout all of Illinois in the areas that we cover. So we are never too far away to be of assistance to you. Our chapter colors, this is a very popular question when folks are determining what kind of team t-shirt they would like. And the colors that our chapter identifies with are red, yellow, and black. And of course, our chapter symbol is the sunflower. So you will see the sunflower represented in a lot of things that we do. And speaking of what we do, the main three pillars of our mission are advocacy, research, and care services. And speaking of care services, check out all of these services that our care services team provides. So a little bit of everything, and we are always here to help with whatever you need. And if you have any questions about these services, please don't hesitate to reach out to us or pick up the year in review that goes a little bit more in depth. And we also have mission cards available. So if someone happens to ask, like, well, what does the ALS Association do? Here we have great tools that you can have. Now, before we go to 2023, I just kind of want to take a quick look back at 2022. So as you know, the Walk to Defeat ALS is a nationwide program that the ALS Association hosts yearly. National stats is almost 60,000 individuals across the United States participate in the Walk to Defeat ALS. In 2022, we raised almost $22 million. And we are very proud that one of our walks in the Greater Chicago chapter, being the Chicago Walk, was one of the top 5 walks in the country. So we are very, very proud of that. The Greater Chicago chapter has 4 walks. We had 156 teams and raised over $880,000. For the Northern Illinois Walk, we had 18 teams and raised just over $43,000, which is amazing. So now let's turn to 2023. Our theme this year is Sunflower Field of Dreams. And if that sounds familiar, it's because that was also our theme last year, but we've changed it up a little bit this year, and you will see in front of you the brand new logos. Another component of our walk is Unlock ALS. That is our national initiative to identify those living with ALS, those who are walking in honor or memory of someone, those that are just there to support the cause. So in 2023, we're going to continue with the hybrid model, meaning that if individuals want to join us in person, they can, or if they want to walk at a mini walk, they can do that too. So the in-person model is really, it's our intimate gathering. This year, it's at Joe Park's Athletic Complex in Byron. So we have a little tent village. We walk throughout Byron. It is on Sunday, July 9th. It's a little more structured, if you will, than if you were to do a mini walk. For the mini walk, you can really choose whoever you want to be present with you. Your pets can participate. It's an event about awareness and it's fundraising and it's yours. You can do it on July 9th with us. You know, even if you're not physically with us, you can be with us in spirit. And you can choose where you walk, who's on your team. You can go to your favorite park. You can stay around your neighborhood. You can do it from your house, kind of wherever you want. So there's 2 different ways that you can be involved, either with us in person or by doing your own mini walk when and where it is convenient for you. Now, if you are going to be joining us in person, it is at the Joe Park's Athletic Complex, which is the star on this location aspect of the screen. And then to the right where the layout is, that is kind of how the tents will be set up and the parking. So you kind of have an idea of where we will be in the parking lot. And the reason we set up on the parking lots is in the event of inclement weather and the grass gets really soggy, some of our wheelchairs can be very, very heavy and they can tend to get stuck. And so in the quest of having everything always be about the individuals living with ALS, being on pavement is what is what is best for them. And so that is why our events in the Greater Chicago chapter will always be on pavement. So just a little bit of history there for you. So what is walk approved? So at our event, we will have food and water. This year, again, if you were a part of last year's event, 2022, we did a breakfast theme, and that is what we will do again this year. So we will have bagels, fruit, yogurt, donuts, that kind of stuff in the morning. We'll have water. I might have some juices. It just kind of depends. We'll also have weather. We don't know if that's going to be good or bad right now, but we always hope for good, but we are there, rain or shine. And for a Northern Illinois event, another history here. One year we had it, and I believe the surface temperature of the pavement was close to 115 degrees. It was so hot. And the next year it was chilly and rainy. So we never know what we're going to get, but we're going to have it nonetheless. We will have ALS walk and branded items for sale. We will have music. We will, of course, have ALS information and resources. You will be promised helpful volunteers and staff, and we will have participants of all ages and abilities with us. What we will not have are free t-shirts. That's always a really big one, which we'll talk about t-shirts in a minute. We will not allow profanity on any of the printed materials or the shirts that our teams wear. No alcohol, no pets, and no negativity. This is a great event for positivity and coming together as a community to fight back against ALS. So what does the in-person timeline look like? So at 8:30 a.m., the event grounds will open. Like I mentioned, we will have breakfast food, the music, the raffle baskets, the merchandise, games, trivia, all of that kind of stuff. At 9:45, we'll have an opening ceremony. At 10 a.m., the walk will start. At 10:50, we will draw the raffle winners. And then at 11 o'clock, the event concludes. Now, that is a very tight timeline. And part of the reason why it concludes at 11 is because Byron Fests opens. And that is what our event is part of. We are very happy to be partnering with Byron Fest. And so everybody can go from the walk over to the fest and enjoy a great day over there. Now, here are some mini walk logistics. So something that is different than the in-person is the date, the time, the location, the route, and the decor. All of that you get to choose. Now, the same as the in-person is the registration. Every person that is participating must be registered under at web.alsa.org/NorthernIL. For fundraising to earn an event t-shirt, it is $90 per person. To receive the incentive shirt, which I will show you in just a few moments, it is $300 per person to earn that shirt. Mini walk teams are allowed and encouraged to participate in all online challenges. The goal remains the same, which is to fight back against ALS. Our staff will be there to help you every step of the way, and your teams can be anywhere from 2 to 200 plus people. There is no preset numbers of folks that need to be on your team. Now, what if you sign up for a mini walk and then you decide, you know what, I really think I want to go to Byron and be there with everyone else? That is totally cool. Just call Kendra, that is me, and I will get that changed for you. Now, this is our event website for 2023. As I've mentioned, the web address is web.alsa.org/NorthernIl. If this is not the page that you go to when you type this address in, please let me know, because that means there is something wrong with the system, and possibly it could be that the cookies were saved from last year or something else crazy going on. So we will take care of that. Now, there are 3 pages that are super helpful. The first one is the page with the most information is more walk details. That is where we will post all of the updates, all of the materials available. Any challenges we have going on will be under the page, will be under more walk details. The easiest fundraisers are definitely the social-based ones. So you will see a page that has our social sunflower on it, the story bingo, the $90 challenge, all of that will be on the social page. And that is the soon-to-be favorite page is the social media graphics, because Sam has created amazing social media graphics for you to use if you enjoy social media. In addition to all of that, we also have toolkits available. So soon you will be able to find on the More Walk Details page the participant handbook and the team captain kit. Additionally, the team captain kit will be printed and mailed, physically mailed, to all registered team captains. So as I mentioned, the social media tools, these are amazing. So these are some of our fundraising ones. Can you help me reach my goal? I'm halfway to my goal and I've reached my goal. We also have awareness, just letting people know that, hey, I'm participating, and then recruitment, specifically asking if people want to join you. If you are big on your stories, these are great for stories and engagement to get people kind of involved as to why you're participating and bringing awareness to the event. Additionally, we have a great bingo game, and then we have a fundraising tic-tac-toe type game. So we always want you to use these as much as you want, and they're just really great tools to have. Additional tools is this is the themed t-shirt that we have this year. So if you raise $300, this yellow t-shirt will be yours. We also have walk merchandise. So we have everything from blankets to tote bags to t-shirts to tank tops, keychains, water bottles, a little bit of everything to help you raise awareness year round. So if you're interested in the merchandise, we will have some available at the walk, but we also have a website, which is alsmerch.com. We have profile frames. So if you want to take your Facebook profile picture and put a little frame around it that indicates you are participating with us, we have that available. And then, of course, you have access to myself and Sam. We are happy to do whatever you need to make sure this is a great walk season for you. Now, fundraising, why it matters? Well, it matters because it helps us continue the funding of our critical mission aspects. So our advocacy, our research, our care services, those are completely funded by events like the Walk to Defeat ALS. And so that is why it is so important that we fundraise, because this is how we fund our mission. The best practices to fundraise: the first thing is definitely updating your participant center and making a personal donation. So as soon as you've registered, even if your personal donation is $5, you will get the I have made a personal donation sticker on your page. And then that encourages more people to give. Statistics will show, and we'll get into this in a minute, that if you make a donation, people are more likely to donate to you than those that have not. And again, it can be $5. It doesn't have to be $50. It doesn't have to be $500. Obviously, do whatever you can, but that is the important thing, is just that a donation is made. Now, participant center, if you update it with your picture, your story, why you're choosing to walk, that also goes very well over. You can send emails through the participant center, and then, of course, using social media to fundraise. Here is some of that data that I was talking about. You can see that if you have made a donation, you'll get 3 times the amount. If you update your personal page, those folks raise about 4.5 times as much as those that did not update. And only 7% of our folks in 2022 utilized the email templates, and they raised 3.5 times more. So even if you just send a couple of emails through our participant center, you are more likely to, my thing just went. You are more likely to raise more money and continue funding that critical mission. Now, people sometimes are like, what is a successful team fundraiser? Well, you can do pledges, you can do the Facebook stuff. Team t-shirts are big, handwritten notes, movie nights, garage sales, restaurant store give back nights, Social Sunflower, as I've said, have goal week challenges. There's lots of things that we can do, and there will be some in the team captain kit. There's some in the Walker handbook, but of course, our staff is always helpful to walk you through it. And, as long as you're doing something you enjoy, it's going to be a great time. So the fundraising benefits, that is a $90 shirt, the Unlock ALS. The $300 themed tee is the yellow shirt. We'll also have prizes and awards throughout it. And of course, you'll be cool. You'll feel good about yourself. Now, before I end this, I have a few more things. We do have additional opportunities available. We have sponsorships, we have volunteering, and we have donations that we are in need of. So in regards to donations, if you know somebody that can donate some of the food for the event or the music or just anything that we may need, that is huge. We also obviously loved monetary donations, kids zone prizes, any packaged food, anything like that, we would be happy to have. Now, here are some commonly asked questions. Yes, we accept checks. Please make them payable to the ALS Association Greater Chicago chapter. Include your Northern Illinois Walk to Defeat ALS and your team name, and then mail them to our Clark Street address in Chicago. Now, registration, everyone. And shirts. Event shirts are $90 per person. The yellow tees are $300. The shirts are given at the walk. They are not for sale, and only registered participants can earn a shirt. On-site money, donations, and merchandise. Those are the two things that you will need money for. Merchandise can also be purchased at alsmerch.com. And if you do not have a team, you are more than welcome to join Sunflower Power, which is our staff team. We would love to have you. And that is all I have. So thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on July 9th.